Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. Our first ingredient will be some hot Italian sausage, and as always, you can customize this to suit your needs or desires, so that could be mild or sweet Italian sausage. I've got a bag of microwavable rice just for speed purposes, a can of Rotel or any kind of diced tomatoes and chilies, some Parmigiano Reggiano, which we will freshly grate a few applications of during this video, and of course we'll need some zucchini. I've got 4 nice thick boys. First up, we'll make our stuffing. We'll just need to cook this sausage and crumble it as we go. It should take about 3 or 4 minutes in a hot skillet. Add some olive oil if you need to, but once it is mostly cooked through, you can go ahead and set that aside. We're good to go. In the meantime, we'll microwave our rice and add that to a large mixing bowl, followed by that sausage. If it looks a little bit fatty, you can drain it. Mine was just fine. We'll go in with that can of Rotel. And finally, a very hefty grating, maybe 2 or 3 ounces of fresh Parmesan cheese. If you prefer something a little softer, like a mozzarella or a pepper jack, that'd be great too. Just really like the sharp funkiness from the Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and stir all of this to combine. And of course, we're limited by 5 ingredients, but some other vegetables, some sauteed onions, some sauteed mushrooms. A lot of other great stuff could go in here, but this is just a bare bones 3 or 4 ingredient stuffing for our zucchini. We'll go ahead and top and tail the zucchini, just trying to get those roots and stems off, not trying to take too much of the flesh off. From here, very carefully bisect them as evenly as possible. And then in order to stuff these, we'll need a cavity. So we'll go ahead and scrape out the majority of that pulpy, watery interior. Should be about half the content of the zucchini. Just carefully scrape it out, leaving yourself a nice zucchini shell around the outside. Once that's done, just rinse and repeat with your other zucchinis. I'm doing 4 here. This would be enough for 4 people, but obviously you can tailor this for more or less. Once the zucchinis are all hollowed out, make sure you preheat your oven to 425, drizzle on some olive oil, and we'll go ahead and season the zucchini very liberally with salt and freshly cracked pepper. I don't feel any need for any extra seasoning or salt and pepper in the stuffing, just because there's so much flavor from the cheese, the Rotel, the pre-seasoned rice, and of course that hot sausage. But again, taste it, and if you feel like it needs something extra, go ahead and add it in. We'll put down a basic layer of stuffing and then go back and top each of these off until we've used all of our filling, just like so. And finally, we'll grate on another heavy dusting of that Parmesan cheese. Stuff is really great, got a nice funky tangy flavor, very sharp, and also just looks pretty. We're going to pop these into that 425 degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes, or until obviously that cheese is melted and the zucchini are as tender as you like. As with most vegetables, I like mine that are baked or roasted to still have a nice little bit of texture and bite to them. So if you need yours to be very nice and soft, you'll just have to cook it longer, and it might take a little more than 25 minutes to bring all this together. But for me, I hit the nail on the head. Just took about 25 minutes from start to finish. I'm going to plate these up, and no fancy garnishes here today, just another grating of Parmigiano Reggiano. We'll go ahead and give these a cut. As you can see, that zucchini has still got plenty of good texture, still holding up, not flopping around there on the fork. That filling has so much flavor, it's crazy. It only has 4 ingredients, but you get heat from the Rotel or from the sausage, you get salt and tang from the cheese, and that rice is just a great, body and filling. And by the way, if you think I just carry this stuff off screen and feed it to my dog or something like that, nope, I typically just bring it right back, and sometimes, if you're lucky, I forget to turn the camera off, and I just scarf and devour all this stuff down, because as I often say, it is or was my dinner. And now it's your turn to go make yours, so go make something delicious.